going technically. Welcome to Mystics Outlook. We got Cardo Dudley Jr. here. I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. And for the Mystics, they bounced back from a loss against the Sparks a couple nights ago by clinching a postseason berth with a 177 win over the Phoenix Mercury. It was good to see them bounce back. One, they needed it, and then two, I know we're talking a little bit earlier tonight when recording this week's episode. Focus, Cardo, you brought up a good point. Just wanted to see their sense of urgency. Did you see how early do you feel you saw that, and what did you think of that tonight?
Yeah, they jumped on them early and didn't really let up the entire game, and that's what you do when you trying to one lock down a playoff spot, and also understand that you're playing against a team that's already looking forward to next year. So when you play these type of teams, you put them away early if you're serious. You know what I'm saying? If you're serious about winning and doing damage, as the playoffs come, and that's what they did. You know, like we talked about earlier, my main thing was looking at the stars. I'm like, man, this a game that the stars step up and just go ahead and get the job done and get them in the playoffs and keep it moving. And they did. Deladon looked like Deladon. Just 24 9 of 15, 2 of 2 from the three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That's 50, 40, 90 to me. Plus, you know what I mean? That's her standard. And she met that. Cloud, who's been struggling from the field, was lights out. She shot 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from three, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Had 20 and 20, 10 and 5. Outstanding all around game for her. Brittany Sykes did what she does: 18, 4 on 4, 2 steals, 8 of 15, and Shatori. Then went scoreless last game, bounced back in a major way, 17.7 to 7 from the field, man. And Limon, 11 off the bench. She's been steady over the last few games, coming off the bench, giving them good minutes and good production points wise and stuff like that. And that's what they're gonna need moving forward until we don't even know if Shakira is gonna come back. We don't, Atkins nasal fracture. We don't even know if they're gonna come back. So if this is the team they're gonna have going into the playoffs, the stars got to be stars. You can't you can't have an off game or not because they don't have the luxury that they don't have no room for error because of the lack of depth. So they're gonna need to they're gonna have to bring this type of production from here on out.
Second that wholeheartedly. Um, you already touched on, but it was huge for Shatori to bounce back. We even I think sometimes what gets lost, and also when we talk about the games where she's missing at times with her shot, why it hurts so much. See somebody that shoots nearly 40% from three, with a team that does try to space the floor like Washington does. Those opportunities where they're not falling, like they hurt mightily. Um, but tonight it was great to see her bounce back. And again, Lee Mong, as you said, I think she's been, since she's come back, her minutes, she's been very productive in her minutes. I'm appreciative of her on the defensive end, just given the effort that she's giving on the end of the floors as well. We know obviously she's here to space the floor. Um, but yeah, man, they needed to get this one. I thought Maisha didn't shoot the ball well, but did her part on the boards to go along with the 8 assists. But again, they did what they needed to do tonight. They got 2 more games left in the regular season. We're going to try to bring Ray in right here to see what he thought of tonight's action. What's going on, Ray?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, definitely a must win. They was on a 2 game slide. Yeah, man, just a timely victory. It's 3 games left. They get this one. Then if they can beat Atlanta coming up, then that'll definitely help them in regards to playoff seeding. But yeah, man, just all around win. Of course, you definitely want to get one against the team in last place. But yeah, just an all around game from everybody. Lena showed out on her birthday. Everybody contributed. Tosh was aggressive. Um, and just a pick me up, especially after Christie's injury in the last game. Um, so yeah, it's just good to see him put it all together.
All right. Cardo, I'm going to have to ask before you get to it. Did you have anything else on the game? I mean, it's kind of nip and tuck tonight in terms of them handling business. not going to prolong this too much. Player of the game, folks. Carter, we'll start with you and then Ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cloud. 2010 to 5, 6'8" from the field. She dominated, straight up in every phase. We know she gonna bring defense. That goes without saying. But the 10 assists, the efficiency scoring the ball, they're gonna need that from her moving forward. She can't have the all shooting night. They just can't afford it, especially in playoff, because they're gonna be going against one of those, more than likely one of those top three, the Aces, the Liberty, or the Sun, and they're gonna need all hands on deck, man. So this is a great sign that she had a game like this, and I'm just looking forward to her to try to keep having games like this moving forward, because like I said, they're gonna need it if they're gonna upset some of the higher seeds, potentially upset some of the higher seeds once the playoffs begin.
Ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cloud as well. Just for the same reasons Cardio laid out. We've been kind of saying all season that, when she's aggressive offensively like this, it just adds another dimension to the Mystics. And yeah, that's like you said, she's going to have to, bring this type of game into the playoffs. Not even necessarily scoring the 20 points, but just having the defense think that she could score 20, just because she's already going to distribute no matter what. But if they got to worry about her as a scorer too, it just puts more pressure on them.
All right. On the X Factors, has several choices tonight. Ray, we'll start with you and then Cardell.
Oh man, I go Lee Mung, man. It's just good to see the basket open up for her. She started the season off, shooting well. The last few games, she's been just kind of taking some bad ones. She was efficient tonight, 4-6. Just good to see her confidence still there.
Cardell.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go with Shatori. Like I said, bouncing back from a scoreless game, um, in a major way, 17 points and then miss a shot. We all know, what she can bring. She's a natural scorer, natural shooter. She should never go scoreless in the game, man. Like that was just unacceptable, man. You know what I mean? So I'm glad, but players are human, even scorers. So to have a game like that, it could have went one or two ways. It could have went. She could have had the monster game like she did tonight, or she could be lacking for confidence moving forward, and be gun shy, and that's never good, especially with the playoffs looming and stuff. And she showed you what she's about. She came out blazing. She was just like, "We that won't happen again." And hell of a game, man. I just think that she was the X factor, because you expect her to put points on the board, but 100% from the field, and 17 and stuff. You can't ask for much more for the role that she has on the scene.
For sure, it leads us to 2 games left in the regular season. Again, what we know, just to recap tonight, the win tonight solidified that Washington will be one of the 8 postseason teams. In terms of the seeding, we'll see how that shakes out. As we go forward, again, we'll get a little bit more information depending on how they do on Friday night. Good thing on Fridays, they'll be returning home, so they'll be the last regular season game this year at the ESA. And then Sunday, up to New York, they take on the Liberty, which is a possibility, as Carl mentioned, one of the teams they could be seeing in the first round. But again, congrats to them for clinching the playoffs. Tough year, that said, still got a little bit of work left to do before the end of the regular season.